Welcome to Compound Interest. We're making this video for all those that are out of school with COVID or umpiring at the Sports Carnival for my Year 10s for the test. Compound Interest. We got a bloke called Mike. He borrows $125,000 from the bank. The bank is charging him 12% interest per annum, and it's being compounded half yearly. That's what the question says. And he's going to keep this, he's going to pay it back over 1.5 years. So that's how long he's going to have the money. So then if you read further in the question, this is question 6 from the worksheet I handed out the other day. It's going to say, what amount will he pay? So that's the total amount, which is the principal plus the interest on top. And then the second bit, we find the interest of how much he pays. So this is compounded, so it's compound interest. So I'm going to go to the compound interest formula. A equals P times bracket 1 plus rate, which is as a decimal, divided by the number of periods, close bracket, then it's to the power of number of periods times time. So we just have to replace it. So I have A equals, now the principal is 125,000 times 1 plus, now the rate, 12% per annum. What's that as a decimal? 0.12. Now it's compounded half yearly. So how many half years are there in a year? 2, thank you. And we close that bracket, close another one. Now, number of periods times time. So the number of periods is 2. That we use as n twice. And the time is 1.5 years, which as a number is 1.5. So 1 times 1.5. And now the number of periods. If this said compounded quarterly, okay, good question. If that said compounded quarterly, how many quarters are there in a year? There'd be 4, yeah. Or if it said compounded monthly, what would I do for monthly? If it said compounded monthly instead of half yearly, the number of periods would be 12, yeah, but it's just half yearly. So we put 2, and then number of periods is 2, time, which is how long, which 1.5 years, so 1.5. So we've got that. So simply have to put that in your calculator. Be familiar with your calculator, especially for this button. Yeah, so I'm going to put in, I'll tell you what, I'll do it on screen. Okay, take a bit of editing here. Here we go. So put it on the calculator, 125,000 times 1 plus, open bracket, the interest rate, which is 0.12, divided by 2, the number of periods, close bracket, to the power of, now that's the power of button there, the X with a block. Some of them have a Y X button on other calculators, but you've got to be familiar with your calculator. And then I put 2 times 1.5 is 3. So I put that there. Now I always arrow forward so you don't do anything weird. Some calculators do weird things if you press equals when it's still on there. And now I just press equals. So there's our total amount, 148,877. All right, so back to the board. The answer to that is $148,877. So that is the total amount. Okay, that includes the principal plus the interest. Now, if you want the interest only, you would just have that total amount. And you would take away the principal. All right, so take 125,000, 23,877. So interest equals $23,877. All right. So they're just using the formulas. Make sure the rates as a decimal, number of periods, and be familiar with how to put that one in your calculator before the test day. Thank you.